Hey, it's Tom, and today we're going to be talking about Canon's GP-E2, which is a geotagging device that you can use to have um, the location data added to your photos. A lot of Canon's newer cameras do have built-in GPS, but not all of them, and that can be frustrating if you're someone who likes to have your photos geotagged automatically rather than having to sync it up with an app in your phone, which can be a bit annoying. The other option, if you don't want to use an external GPS unit and your camera does not have built-in GPS, is to use an app on your phone. And when you import your photos, you can add the geotagging yourself manually, but this can be a bit tedious. Or you can find an app that might be able to do it in an automated way, but um, it can still be annoying if your camera and your phone have different times. If it doesn't match up exactly, it can end up adding the wrong photos to the wrong geotagging data, and that can be a bit frustrating. So to attach this to your camera, you will just mount it to the hot shoe here, and it does lock in place as well. The exception to this is with the EOS 7D, in which case you're going to have to use this attachment here to connect your camera to your GPS. You can also use this even if your camera can communicate through the hot shoe. If you wanted to use a flash on your hot shoe, you could still attach the camera with the cord, but it would be a bit awkward to carry the GPS that way because it's only being held in by the cord and it's not super long, so that is probably not the optimal solution for most people. Realistically, if you want to use a flash on the hot shoe, you're probably going to have a somewhat rough time using the GP-E2 as well. In order to actually get it to work with your camera, you're going to have to go into your camera's menu and select external GPS, and that will let your camera start relying on that external GPS. And to turn it on, you'll switch it to on mode here, and at first you'll see it blinking fast, and it'll take about maybe 30 seconds or so to get a connection from the satellites, and after that then it will blink more slowly. You can set it in camera to update the GPS location at many different intervals as fast as 1 second, which is probably overkill. I think probably for most people a better interval is about 15 seconds. In terms of compatibility, it works with pretty much Canon's cameras starting with the 1DX, so from about 2012 onwards. It's compatible and it works with all of Canon's newer cameras, including the RF mount cameras as well. And that can be especially nice because they have much worse battery life, so having an external GPS can be very helpful in that situation. It's somewhat bulky, probably a bit bigger than you might expect it to be, but not ridiculously so. There's also a function for sort of like keeping track of a trail, um, so you can sort of have a map of where you've been. Personally, I don't like that feature on this at all. I would not use it for logging, mainly because you have to use Canon's proprietary software for that, and it gets really annoying. You're probably way better off using your phone, an app on your phone for something like that rather than this. So personally, I would not use this as a standalone GPS tracker device, even though, yes, it does have that functionality. If you have any questions about the GP-E2, feel free to ask them in the comments below. Until next time, take care.